Oye, decimos en español.
Ok, está bien.
Es en inglés. Como las chinas que tienen pinche mil teléfonos ahí enfrente. ¿Has visto eso?
Sí.
¿Listo? Estamos, ahí estamos. Es demasiada chingada. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I want to let you know you're listening to Old and New Money Podcast. Let me put on my medals from this championship weekend that we just had. We had a great run. We had some good fights. We had some excellent submissions. I put a lot of men in danger of going to sleep. I put a lot of men in danger of looking real bad in front of their wives. That's what you do. Next time, don't bring your wife around because I'm going to make you look bad. So I'm going to tap you out, submit you, make you quit because that's what old money does. We got the new money here. Orlando
Newest.
is the man from Tijuana. He's going to break down, ask some questions of an expert martial artist about what it is to live as a martial artist, what it is to compete as a martial artist, how to train and get ready for a martial arts fight. Orlando, fire off your questions, my man.
Yeah. So first of all, it's not only about martial artists. It's how to fight as an old man,
Mm-hmm.
injured even.
Yeah.
And what's your mindset behind all of this? So I'm gonna be asking you a few questions, and I
Okay.
think everybody can really enrich their life with
Yeah.
the wisdom you can share to them, and what your achievement did, right? And your future legacy as well.
Yeah.
So
It's
first
legacy.
question: um, what motivated you to compete despite your injury?
Well, I've had a lot of injuries in my whole life, right?
So hold on. First of all, double champ right here. Let me say that. Round of applause. Double champ right here. So
You know the way that sounds? Sounds like a double champ to me.
so what motivated you to compete despite your injury?
Well, what happened was,
He had a groin injury. He's already 48,
I'll be 49.
kind of ugly. So it's hard already.
I'll be 49. I pulled my groin at a competition on Saturday. So what happened was, what I was gonna compete no matter what, whatever injuries. And you kind of think about it, right? 3 months ago, I'm sorry, 3 months ago, my friends invited me to go watch them compete in the jiu-jitsu tournament. And I was like, all right, yeah, I'll go watch you guys. So it looked like a lot of fun. I was like, I want to do this.
But okay, hold on. But what motivated you?
Well, it's a lot of things, right? First, it was prove to myself how much of a badass I am. So I be talking a lot of shit, and I want to show the world that I can back it up also, right? I also want to be an example for my son to be able to say, hey, at any age you can compete, right? Because I'm about to be 49 and I'm still competing with big ass men that are like 11, 12, 14 years younger than me,
And taller.
taller, bigger.
6'8" one guy.
They look
6'5",
stronger.
6'4".
Yeah. They look stronger. I don't know if they were stronger. I doubt it because I'm a juggernaut. But they were big, strong men. And I want to show everyone, not only my son, but everyone, all of you guys, all my millions of fans that are out there, at any age you can compete. It's not really about winning, right? Because to me, winning was showing up to the event and being able to compete. But at the same time, I was like, I'm going to win. I'm going to beat the shit out of it. I'm going to smash it. I'm going to smash, like my homie Khabib says, right? Smash. I don't care. I just want to smash. And that's what I want to do. I want to smash people. And so to me was, first of all, committing to myself a new challenge. Because how many men can actually say, you know what, I'm going to compete in a martial arts tournament. I'm going to go out there, put my body, my health at risk so another man can hit it. Because what we're doing, we're smashing bone to bones.
Yeah.
We're smashing bones to bones when we're fighting or grappling or whatever martial art you want to do. It's smashing bones against bones. And it's very rare to have men to go out there and compete at these tournaments. So I said, I'm going to be one of these elite men and go compete. I've always liked martial arts. I always like competing in dojos with my friends in backyards and people's living rooms. I always like wrestling and fighting and all this good stuff. So that's something I always enjoyed. But now being able to say I'm going to go compete in a tournament, right? And I'm going to make sure I win the tournaments. That's a different level of a man. So to me, it was a man's challenge for me to level up to myself, show my son you can always compete at any age, show everyone, hey, you can do this too. Because I think all of you can do this. All of you can go out and compete and have a good time.
So the motivation, in short, was for your son to.
It was for me, my son, and the world as an example. In reality, that's what it was.
And mentally,
Mentally,
how do you prepare yourself to push through the pain during this tournament? Because you were feeling pain. What were you thinking? What was your mindset at that moment?
well, the whole training camp was painful, right? The whole training camp, because it's a 3-month training camp that I put myself through. And it's martial arts training, sometimes twice a day. Then it's lifting weights, sometimes it's cardio, sometimes it's doing yoga. It's ice baths every day, sometimes 2 ice baths a day. Hyperbaric chamber, Stairmaster, the stepper. You know, it's a lot of things, step out doing the stairs or climbing the stairs. It's a lot of things that I do to get prepared. So how do I get prepared for it knowing I'm going to put myself through a lot of pain? Just accepting it and going forward like life. And life has a lot of pains. Whatever it is, you're going to go through a lot of pains, a lot of suffering, a lot of work, and you just have to go through it. Whatever it is, school, getting a license for driving trucks, plumbing, being a plumber,
So you just
whatever it is.
push through.
Just
push
work
through.
at it. You know it's going to be work, and everything is just work.
So this guy doesn't have it right now, but he's a Marine. He's a veteran right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, obviously he's know what he's talking about pushing through.
Working.
And my third question: what role does mindset play in achieving the success in the jiu-jitsu and life in general?
Well, I think martial arts is a good way of gauging your life. If you can get through martial arts, is a good test.
But mindset-wise, how does that affect the jiu-jitsu?
Well, I think it's a decision that you make. Everything is just a decision that you make. And I say just a decision, but it's a big, major decision. And making the decision every day throughout the hours, every day, every hour, deciding what you're going to do, what you're going to do, what you're going to do, and then doing it and taking action. Because in the training camp, there's a certain things you got to do. You got to sleep certain amount of hours. You got to train certain amount of days. You got to be in the gym lifting weights. You got to do yoga. You got to do recovery. You got to do ice baths. You got to eat. You got to. This is something that you do all the time, so you to get your body ready for war. Because when you go into a tournament, you're getting your body ready for combat, for war, for a battle. It's a fight. So first of all, it's a mental decision that you say, I'm going to do it. And once you tell yourself you're going to do it, you become a doer if you decide to be a doer. Me and Orlando, we're doers. Whatever we say we're going to do, we do it. So hopefully a lot of you men are doers and decide to take action and do what you say you're going to do. So for me, it was just a mental thing that said, I'm going to do this, and here's my game plan, and I take action, massive action every single day. So that's what that was for me, Orlando.
Awesome. I like that. And what advice would you give to someone who feels like their age or injuries are holding them back?
Well, they can hold you back if you let them hold them back. They can. I mean, my age, they can hold me back. My injuries, I got knee injuries. Okay, I got hip injuries. I got a pull growing. My shoulders don't work too good. Every now and then they freeze up and I can't raise my arms too much. Okay? My neck is all stiff. My lower back hurts sometimes. Whatever, it's just part of life. Here's the thing. Everyone has injuries. Everyone has injuries. It's part of life, you know? Some people just hide them, like I hide mine well. I just act like I don't have them. I just keep going. I keep pushing through it. And as far as the age, well, age is just a number. If you take care of your body very good, your body's going to respond the way you take care of it. So those are two things right there. You know, so injuries, you're going to get them. Even the best pros in this world that train the best have injuries. It's just part of life.
Mm-hmm.
So
Just
we
accept it.
just work through them.
How do you balance the recovery with the intensity of training and competing at this level, like tournament and other big guys?
So for me, this preparation was very intense, right? Because I have to eat a certain amount of foods. I wanted to eat foods because I'm a heavyweight, so I really don't have to worry about trimming down to a certain amount of weight. I just ate foods that make me powerful. And so I ate foods that made me powerful, give me energy. As far as recovery, I did a lot of ice baths, and I have a hyperbaric chamber at home, so I jump in that, pretty much almost every day. Almost every day. And the ice baths for sure was every day, and sometimes 2 a day. So martial arts dojo, go train with my coach Lucas Costa, and then at Fightcraft, and then train, and then recover. And sometimes after the training session, I went to go lift weights again. And then after that, then I take my ice baths. But the ice baths weren't taken until 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. because that's when the ice baths were done. You know, so it was one at midday, and then another one at night, because the body needs to recover. If the body's not recovered and you're still sore the next day, oh, you can't move. You just lost a day of training. So I put myself through that pain, through that suffering of an ice bath, which is very painful. Yet I know it's going to give me another opportunity to train tomorrow and get stronger. And so I decided what I'm going to do because I want to level up faster. So the pain you put yourself through is how much you're going to go up, level up, and stronger, better, faster, quicker, more hungry.
And specifically, what strategies did you adapt to your game during the tournament while managing that injury?
Well, see, I got injured 4 days before the tournament. So when I got injured, I was like, oh my goodness. And in reality, it's your fault. You're the one that jinxed me.
Yeah,
So this fucking guy right here, we were talking on the phone, and then I said, all right, man, I'll see you later, because I was talking about how I'm working out, the recovery and ice, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, oh, yeah, how'd you say it?
I told him, yeah, hey, Abel, just be careful. Don't get injured before the tournament. Because I already know this guy goes crazy with training, right? He tries to do 1,000 burpees in 30 minutes. I'm going to try to do this amount, blah, blah. Some weird stuff like that. Like it's raining, and this guy takes his shirt off and is in shorts in the park.
Cold.
Like, barefoot. Because he starts saying BS like, the earth is giving me power and stuff. It's fucking autistic bullshit, you know? So...
Bro, don't be talking shit about my training.
So I told him, look, Abel, just be careful, don't get injured. You're almost there. You've already been 3 months. Next day, hey, Abel, how's everything going? I got injured. I injured my groin. I don't think I'm going to make it.
I didn't say I didn't think I was going to make it, bro. No, I said, you know what? First of all, you jinxed me. It's your fault. Because right when he said, don't get injured, I was like, fuck, something's going to get injured. Now that I said, get injured. This guy wanted me to get injured.
Talking about that, how does perseverance in jiu-jitsu reflect in perseverance in life?
Well, I already trained my whole 3 months, or my whole life for this tournament, right? Specifically the last 3 months. But once I got that injury, I was like, I'm still going to fight. I might not be 100%, but I still got one great leg. So one great leg is going to have to be good enough for fighting. Yeah. And you work with what you're given. And I said, as much work as I've trained, as hard as I've trained, as much technique as I've practiced, everything that I've done over and over and over again, all these ice baths, the lifting weights, the running up the mountains, the cardio that I've done, I'm not going to let this go just because I pulled a muscle in my groin and now I got only one good leg. Oh well. So we go off in battle. So sometimes life situations and circumstances are not perfect. You still got to say, oh well, and keep on going. And then, if you do it right, you still collect some championships.
Yeah. And what you kind of answered this already, but what drives you to keep competing at 48 when a lot of them men out there and people out there have retired already, or they just don't want to keep training or don't do any training at all?
Well, I think I'm just more of a man than most people out there.
Okay.
I'm just more of a man. It sounds crazy, huh? But I think I'm just more of a man than most people. Why would you ever stop competing at anything in life? And this is just something that most men have never done, never competed as men, right? And so I like this. I've always enjoyed competition. And so this is a competition I'm going to continue to do. And, you know, everyone competes at their own things. To me, I don't think I ever want to stop competing, whether it's jiu-jitsu or do some other things. I just want to compete, right? I just want to fight. As long as I'm fighting at something I think is going to be good. Fighting is a lot of fun. And that's not necessarily always just like a body combat or contact or anything like that. But fighting the good fight, which is always getting better at life. So to me, what makes me want to go and train some more? I just want to keep fighting. Okay. I just want to keep fighting. That makes life fun.
And in the fighting process, in this tournament, what was the most challenging moment, and how did you overcome it?
The most challenging moment at this tournament was when I told you I'm tired, bro. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired. Like I was tired. And then you gave me a motivational speaking. You picked me back up, and I was like, all right, let's go. Let's go. And so to me, that was the most challenging part. But you gave me a good motivational speaking, and I was back.
Yeah.
I was back.
What happened, if you haven't seen that video, is that in the last match, you know, in the second round, when he ended that round, the guy, Abel, was like, his fucking hair all fucked up. And he was like, I'm tired, man, I'm tired. And I can see it in his eyes that he was just thinking like, look, I came here, like he was saying, I'm already a winner, and blah blah. I was like, bullshit, man. You came here to win. That's why you trained. That's why you did it all this. But what I told him, he told me, I'm tired, and I told him, what I told your son the other day, because he was like, oh, give me some water. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I told him, what did you tell your son the other day? He was like, I don't know. I told my son a lot of things. And I'm like, motherfucker, look, you told your son, we don't stop when we're tired. We stop when we're done, and you're not done here.
Yep.
You're not done here. So what? You gonna stop? You came here to lose? He was like, and I could see his face, like he changed. He was like, yeah, no, yeah, you're right. I read, breathe and fix your fucking hair. Like, okay, yeah. He started fixing his hair. I told him, look, this is what you're gonna do. This is what I do when I fight.
So you gave me a strategy. That's what
Yeah, and I told him, look, just hold the guy for a few minutes. It's 6 minutes fights.
It's a 6-minute rounds, bro. Think about this.
Yeah.
These are 6-minute rounds. We're grappling hard. In UFC, you gotta do 5-minute rounds, and then give you a break, then you do another 5 minutes to break, another 5 minutes. Here, I was doing 6-minute breaks, and then a quick break, and then 6-minute rounds, and then another 6-minute. Ugh, it was hard.
No, and he already won one medal.
So I already had a gold in one division.
Yeah, so in his mindset, what I'm thinking is that, okay, maybe this guy already won. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna cruise this fight. It's already been good. I'm done. I told him, no, you're not done. So, hold the guy. Last minute or last 2 minutes, you're gonna go all out. I'm talking about all out. I want you to, like, when you're done, then you can say you're tired. When you're done this round, then you can say, okay, I'm tired. I want more water. I want this. I don't want to fight. Okay, but not right now. Right now, you got 6 more minutes. This is your turn. And yeah, I think, and I was telling him, like we were in an army of 2, right? That's why it's important to have a friend, right? But here's the fucking double champ with you guys. So he was the one that made all that. And I just, as a friend, told him what I was thinking.
He gave me the plan of attack, exactly what to do, how to do it,
and
when to do it. Literally, exactly how to do it, when to do it. That was it. How, when, where.
And talking about what I was saying, the cruise, the fight, and everything. How important is it to focus on the process rather than the result, especially when you're dealing with setbacks?
But even when you give me that strategy, I still had to make it look like I wasn't cruising.
Yeah. You have to still
I
act
didn't want to
up.
get any penalty. I had to keep moving forward, but not blowing my wad.
Exactly.
Not getting tired. So I still had to make it look like I was fighting, but not full pace.
Yeah, and I told this guy, I told him, hey, you're tired. This guy's tired too. So the one that's gonna win this fight is the one that has the bigger balls.
And that was me.
Exactly. So that's what, and that was what I tell him. And I think you got it. So just don't bitch right now. Don't turn into a little bitch, and just come here and win. And that's it. Into my eyes, he won. Judges gave it to the other guy, but in my eyes, he won. You can see the fights. I'm gonna put a link. But anyway,
I put it on him. I put it on him.
How, like I tell you, how important is to focus on the process rather than the result?
Oh, that's the most important part, because the result, we're going to go in there and whatever we're going to do is going to happen, right? Our fight's going to happen. We're positive about the win. But to get to that end, you got to go through the whole process, right? Like when you're baking a cake. You want the end result, but you got flour, white sugar, you got butter, you got all this weird shit, some fruits, some whatever. None of this looks like a cake. But you got to put it all together. Lifting all the weights doesn't look like a fight. Going through technique in the dojo doesn't look like a fight. Ice baths doesn't look like a fight. Your cardio doesn't look like a fight. Eating salmon doesn't look like a fight. Well, you put it all together, and then you get the results, right? So that's the same thing. I got to put all these things together to get the results that I want. And so it's just a process. You got to go through all the process first, and then you get the reward. To me, the fight day, when it was Saturday morning, it felt like, all right, cool. Finally, I get to eat my dessert. I've been training so hard just for this day. And now this day is here, and I get to enjoy it, and I get to go after some big old giants, and I can defeat them. That was my reward for all this.
Yeah, and I agree something we said in another episode of this podcast. We were saying that you won on the training mats. You didn't win in the tournament.
Correct.
You already trained. You already put all this hours and everything. Yep. You just went there to get, just the reward, like you were saying, the dessert. But you, in reality, you wanted that training. You won when you go to train even though you didn't want to.
Correct.
You won when you were eating right even though you wanted some pizza and donuts.
Yep.
And all that,
Yep.
You just went there to to say, okay, I am a champion, give me my medal. That's
You're
it.
right, just
Because that's what happened.
Yeah.
30 or like 3 decades, not going to a tournament. And in reality, this was like Abel's first jiu-jitsu tournament.
Yeah.
And he won it very decisively.
Very
no
decisively.
problems.
Crazy, huh?
He didn't have any problems with any fight. He just went there and dominated. And he didn't
Say that again. I went in there
he
and
went
I
there.
fought all the fighters, and what happened? Any danger? Was that any
Zero danger. He dominated all of those guys. Even though they were younger, stronger,
quicker,
and bigger,
leaner?
and had different disciplines like judo training.
Oh, that's right. The last guy.
He just went there and beat
Dominated.
everybody.
Dominated.
And he said it. I'm gonna beat everybody. I remember one of the reasons he went to this tournament as well. Because I was calling him, he's big. And he was like, no, I'll fold anybody, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go to a tournament and I'm gonna win it. Literally, that's what he said. And I'm like, cool. If you do it, then I'll go to a tournament too and win it. And I'm like, okay. And then one day he just called me, hey, I already signed up to a tournament. I'm like, really? You're really going? He was like, yeah, I'm really going. I told you, I'm gonna do it.
I said it, so I have to do it.
And I didn't believe him in honesty. I was like, this old man, he's just talking, he's just yapping, blah, 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 blah. Then he like called me in a few days. Hey, I had the best training I could, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, don't get injured. And then he gets fucked up.
You jinxed me, bro. You jinxed me. I was training hard, perfect, great recovery.
Imagine if this guy didn't fought injured, how he would have won.
Bro, if I had 2 legs, to fight, oh.
Imagine, like he's a double champ. I mean, I don't want to talk. We already made a podcast about it, but he's already double champ right here. And another thing, what advice would you give someone who's afraid to step on the mats after a setback or a loss?
Look, that's completely understandable, right? Who wants to go inside and fight? Are you talking about after a loss?
Yeah.
Look, fighting after a loss, this is just part of life. You're gonna lose no matter what. In life, we're all losers, and in life, we're all winners. Because you have to lose. You must lose to get the lessons, to learn and get better. That's part of what drives a lot of us, is that we've lost so much. You know, that's, my one of my friends, he called me up while I was driving to the tournament. And he was, hey, well, how are you? I said, good, I'm nervous, I'm excited, I'm anxious, I'm full of a lot of emotions. I got a lot of rage in me right now. I'm thinking I'm at the right temperament to get into this tournament because I'm ready. My rage is perfect. My fight feels good. My fight mind feels right. And he said, think about this person, that this person's on the other side, and you must defeat them. You must, because of this. And I was like, all right, cool. So when you put these things in my mind, like, okay, I've lost, but now I get a rematch. And in my mind, the rematch was a fight. I mean, I think that's why I did so well in these fights, because I was, the only round I didn't do good, it was round 4.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
But he didn't do anything either.
That was like a draw.
That was like a Mayweather versus Pacquiao.
Yeah,
defense. Nobody did anything.
Yeah.
Just both defended, light attack, both defended, light attack. That's what we did, both of us.
Yeah.
We just expended energy, and maybe he tried to attack, but I stuffed everything before.
Yeah.
But I was just cruising through that one. So, to me, that was it felt like a second shot to get all those people back.
Yeah.
So to me, I think that's why I was in such a hard rage. Especially the first one, because they got me more fired up.
Yeah,
the first fight.
That's true. And one last thing, how do you stay inspired and continue to grow as a martial artist, even though after years of training, or maybe you're now older? Like, you don't have to train.
No.
Like, you don't have to. Probably the percentage of you fighting somebody in the street is very low, extremely low, I would say. Like,
Never.
Why would you still go to train?
I'm probably never ever gonna fight anyone in the street ever for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Never. It's improbable, right? It's probably not gonna happen. Why do I keep training? Because it's a personal challenge to myself. Like, every man has to decide what challenges you want to accept for yourself.
Yeah.
What battles do you want for yourself? Where do you want to get better?
Yeah.
I like telling people, when people ask me, oh, so what do you do for fun? I go, I fight. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to go compete. I like to fight with my friends. I train martial arts. I train submission, wrestling, and jiu-jitsu. And this is what I like to train. That's what I do. People are like, what? Isn't that scary? No, yeah, of course it's scary. I'm fighting men versus men. It's scary. Yeah. Even when I go train, it's scary. These guys, even though some guys are smaller than me, they're faster, they're quick, they know what they're doing. They beat me every now and then. So, why do I keep doing it? Because I want to challenge myself every single day. That I know even if I don't go to dojo today, tomorrow I'm going because today is mentally getting ready, go lift weights, eat right, whatever. So every day is a challenge for me to level up as a man because not a lot of men are good at making themselves better. And I feel and I think and I know that martial arts challenges every single man to get better. So that's why I continue to do it. And I'm going to do it. See, another thing. I've done a lot of dumb stuff in life, like grow my hair out long. But one of the things that I think, the only thing I regret in life, there's one thing that I regret. Only one. Okay, one thing that I would change. The only thing I regret is that I stopped training jiu-jitsu. That's it. I stopped training like almost 30 years ago. That's the only thing I regret doing is that I stopped training. Actually, it wasn't 30 years ago. It was less than that, but still.
I don't fuck jiu-jitsu. Anyway. Judo. We gotta train judo.
I'm strangling my head.
We're gonna train
judo. Couldn't do shit to me. I fought a judo. I fought. So the last guy I fought. So the guy fought. The guy fought 3 times. The last guy fought him 3 times, right? Because we were the only competitors in that bracket. That guy was a judo black belt.
Oh well, we don't know. That's what you said. I don't know. Maybe he was a.
He was a judo black belt.
He did know something.
His dad was a black belt, and he trained him his whole life.
I'm not, man.
His kids are wearing all judo shit.
No, and he actually fought way better than the white belts that you fought before. Like,
yeah.
And with the white belt, even though this guy's a white belt and he only has like 3 months training, like seriously, there was a big difference. Like he tapped him out, and he tapped out both guys that were bigger and younger than him in 2 minutes or 3 minutes, something.
Yeah,
like that.
3 minutes more.
And this other guy, they went 3 rounds straight with none of them.
18 minutes.
Yeah, 18 minutes. There was no tap. There was nothing. This guy put it in a guillotine. In danger. No, in the guillotine. The guillotine was deep. He threw him around 2 times. So yeah, he did. I think he won that, but still, he was. I think that other guy was not a white belt.
No way.
At all.
No way.
Like he
was a black belt of judo, and I don't know what he was in jiu-jitsu. He just wanted to come and win some medals in front of his kids. That's what he wanted to do.
Maybe, I don't know.
People didn't know how to fight, but I beat his ass. I beat his ass.
This guy.
I stuffed him. I threw him on the ground, choked him, strangled him. He was ready.
We already made this episode. We already made this
Yeah, but I'm
episode.
telling you, bro. Wait. Who runs away in a fight? Whoever's running away is what? The loser or the winner? The loser. Fucking loser. I'll put it on you. Running around like a little chicken. Yeah. When a fucking bear comes after you.
And this is another thing. Now that you said it, you put the medal. This right now, this is January 2025. And this guy already a double champ in January. What have you done this month?
True. What have you done this month?
Like, this guy was already the first month of the year already a double champ. So that tells you he's 48, he's fat, he's ugly, he has long hair. But he's still winning.
Yeah.
He's still winning.
Still winning. Bro,
So-
legit.
So that's, hey, double champ right here.
Double champ does what the
Man.
double champ wants to do.
And just maybe somebody gets inspired because of the video.
Also.
And
And if you want to fight, if you guys want to fight here in San Jose, or the Bay, if you guys want to come train with me, hit me up, send a message right here. You can come train with me. I'll let you know exactly what you want to do, where I'm at, how I train. You can train with me. Jiu-Jitsu or Muay Thai, whatever you guys want to do. I like making new friends, so come and join us.
right.
Only new money, we out.
Bye-bye.
The double champ does what the double champ wants to do. Aquí se miraron, no.
Creo que no.
¿Tampoco cruceros?
Sí, sí.
¿Qué está pasando? Te hace mucho live stream ahorita, ¿verdad? De otras populares.
Tu perro, nomás que al final ya nos alocamos.
Da puro putazo, ¿verdad?
¿No quieres hacer este en español?
El de...
Este.
No. Hacemos lo del Trump, que el Trump.
Okay. Pues no sé mucho el tema, pero pues tú ahí que hablas y yo te hago segunda.
Es simple nomás, ¿qué es lo que el mexicano está pensando? ¿Cuáles queremos y cuáles no queremos? Si quieres, y si no quieres, no.
No, sí. No, es quita las medallas ya, pero ya no tiene nada que ver. Las medallas. Ahora sí ya las tengo que quitar.